Slayer.
Slayer, just surprisingly out of nowhere, fucking released a new song today. They played some surprise set at the Revolver Golden Gods Awards, and they played a new song called Implode, and then they released, I guess this is the studio version, so I don't know if it's like a demo version or not. I don't fucking know. Who cares? We're here to talk about it. This is coming off of their new album, which they also just signed to Nuclear Blast Records, which is pretty fucking cool, because Nuclear Blast is my favorite label. So, this is supposed to come out in early 2015. We're here to talk about fucking Slayer. Talk about it. What'd you think, Queef?
I like the song. It's very, very Slayer-ish. I mean, the riffage is all tight, and it's kind of everything you kind of expect about from the song. Like I said, all the riffs are cool. I like the intro riff. I do like it. It's just sometimes it's a cool riff, but I don't see how it fits though. Like it's a cool riff, but I mean, maybe more of like a middle part that would have been kind of cool, maybe or something. And other than that, I mean, the song's spot on. If you didn't know that this band had lost two of its founding members, then you probably wouldn't notice. It's kind of Paul Bostaph does, a good job on the drums. I mean, you can kind of sometimes tell little differences between his drumming style and Dave Lombardo's, but I mean, you have to kind of know the two very well from what they've done with the band and see that. But he does a good job, and Gary Holt gives a very Slayer solo, so I mean, it's kind of gotten to the point where if it didn't sound like that, I don't know, I probably wouldn't like it if it's a Slayer song, if it wasn't that kind of solo. So all in all, it's a good song. The only thing that's like a downer is the vocals. Except for like the chorus. Tom Araya's vocals are just like, I don't know. Somebody I saw, because I found this on YouTube, a lot of people were saying like he sounds like he's trying to sing again, like he did for a little while in like South of Heaven. He was trying to do a lot more singy stuff, and like it kind of messed with everything else, and like you can kind of hear that he's trying to actually hit some notes or different notes in there, and I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me, the vocals. I mean, like I said, the chorus is cool, and I think the end is alright, but I mean, like the verse is just doesn't catch my attention. So, but other than that, I mean, again, the production's pretty good. Even if this is, I mean, it's the sound that almost I would want out of a Slayer record. It's not the cleanest thing, but then it's not like all dirty and grimy. It has enough where you can tell what's going on, but then it's got enough fuzz to add a little bit of like almost dark evilness to it. So, but yeah, good song.
I'll start by saying this. If you don't like Slayer, you might as well just stop watching this and move on. And if you don't like Slayer, don't even listen to this song. Don't waste your time, because it's not going to turn your head to Slayer at all, because it's Slayer. It's Slayer doing what they do, and that's just, some riffage, some thrash, some yelling, and, some just tight drumming. It's a Slayer song. I like the opening riff, but I do agree with Keith. I feel like it would have had a lot better of, like, a vibe going on. It would have made the song go better if it was, like, in the middle, and it somehow transitioned really cool to that part. But the opening riff does have some fucking groove to it, and I really enjoyed that. I also like the verse riff. It's pretty catchy. It's pretty simple, but it's catchy. And overall, I mean, musically, with the guitars and everything, I feel that Kerry King and Gary Holt do a good job on this song. It's just got some good riffs, and that's what Slayer's known for best, is, some fucking riffs. Paul Bostaph does do a good job on the drumming. I honestly, if you put this in front of me and say which drummer is drumming on this song, and I didn't know ahead of time, I couldn't tell. I mean, they're both fairly similar in my eyes, at least. Maybe it's just because I'm not a drummer. I can't really notice the little things. But I feel he does a good job on this, and I feel that he was the most worthy replacement, I guess, to replace Dave Lombardo, since he was in the band before. He knows Slayer's material. He knows how Slayer is. It makes sense. And Gary Holt is a worthy replacement for Jeff Hanneman. I mean, it really sucks that, obviously that Jeff Hanneman passed away, but Gary Holt is an excellent guitarist, and and he knows thrash metal, and so he fits right in with Slayer in my eyes, and so I really am enjoying what him and Kerry King have on the guitar, and it's just, I agree with Keith, the vocals are very meh. The vocals, I mean, I know Tom Araya isn't 20 anymore, he's not in his 20s, he can't just fucking scream his fucking throat out and shit, and he's older now, and he just doesn't sound as good at all. I feel that the vocals really just fall into the song, and they don't really stand out at all to me. They're just kind of there. And there's this one part where the song kind of builds up a little bit. They're just playing some chords, and he's just doing his talky shit like he does. It just did not sound that great in my eyes. And I mean, he hit this one, scream, our higher Tom Araya note, I guess. He doesn't have much of a range. Whatever Tom Araya's top note is. And I'm not talking Angel of Death. I'm talking, like that. Whatever that note is. He hits that. I mean, that sounded fine. But overall, I don't know. I feel at times, sometimes he does not have to cram 40,000 fucking words into a song. Make it a little bit simpler sometimes, because I feel almost every song he's just rushing the lyrics all the fucking time. He's a little bit more audible in this song, but you don't have to have all kinds of fucking, lyrics shoved into one song, and because you're playing fast, you have to sing it fast, and it's just, sometimes it just doesn't work, and I'm not saying that he's going to sound like dog shit on the rest of the album or anything. I'm sure there's going to be some pretty cool vocal moments on there or something. But I just feel the primary thing is the guitars with this song, because the vocals just seem a little bit dull to me, I guess. But like I said, if you don't like Slayer, just move on. Don't waste 3.5 minutes of your time listening to this, because you won't like it. It's Slayer. So, I feel like the production, if this is going to be the final production for the album, I feel the production's a little bit better than World Painted Blood. I don't know. It's just me.
A little bit.
Sounds
but like I said, it's not the... It's still not like a crystal clear production. Yeah. It's still cool.
Yeah. It's still got a little bit of a raw sound to it. And a raw edge, which Slayer needs, It's... where Slayer...
They're like the most raw band I can think of.
Yeah. I mean, the energy's there and everything. I just feel the vocals need a little bit of work. Any last thoughts?
Not really.
They said that I guess they're doing a bunch of fucking touring during the summer, and then they're going to finish up the album. That'll be out in 2015. I'm highly interested in this. I'm not, getting my hopes up that my world will be fucking rocked and I'll just be blown away. But, I do expect some decent things, because World Painted Blood, I feel, is a pretty alright album. It's not 80s Slayer, but it's good Slayer, I guess.
Still good Slayer.
Yeah. So, keep it fucking Slayer. Jam some fucking Slayer.
Just do it. Just jam Slayer.
Slayer.
Slayer.